And just as I say that, dude on the last row turns around, pops off his earphones, and says, "Did someone say Marcus Aurelius?" Everybody, I've been trying to do another video for a good long while. It seems like every time I start a new video, something crazy happens. Like last one I started was the day that I started filming. Had a family emergency, I had to rush back home. So I mean, it's like no matter what. But I'll tell you what, if we have another family emergency, I'll just keep on rolling through it, and it'll be the family emergency story instead of a flying story. How about that? Oh, it's nice and cool right now. Where do we end up today? I can't remember where we're going. Hold on, it'll come back to me. Louisville. That's where we're going. Louisville. By way of a Key West turn. All right. Oh, baby bus. Baby bus. Us 321S. S is for screen. No, S is for Charlotte. But it just so happens that the Charlotte version has the screens on. But that means no safety demo for me, at least for the first 2 legs. And yeah, I'm the number 4, so I do have to smile at people still. But it's day 1. I can manage. Be a little traffic jam. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to good old Louisville. And we got the little Ohio. Ohio. I don't know, what is that, like it looks like a box office for a theater or something, but yeah, that is the city up there. We are gonna meet up in 20 minutes and get some grub. I'm down for that. I could totally eat like a horse. I say a horse because get it? Yeah. For those of you who didn't get it, it was kind of funny. But yeah, I'll see you in 20 minutes. Look at that. That is fresh. I love it. Beautiful. I've been doing a terrible job of vlogging, so yeah.
You haven't had any content, what, 5 years?
It has not had content in 5 years. OG right here calling me out. It's alright, it's alright. She knows from back in the day, yeah, I used to be good at it. But it's just, you get out of the habit. You don't post, you don't create, it's just like, I don't know how anymore. We'll figure it out.
It's like another, yeah, it's like another 12 minutes. We don't want to go that far, do we?
Well, there's a town and there's this place. I don't know.
Is everybody doing wings? We got mine. 2 per order? That's not going to fill me up. Might be mine. Buffalo. That's the buffalo. buffalo quain, and the blue cheese.
everywhere.
All
I
right.
love eating with my hands.
When you see her, she's gonna be just a little bit whiter. Or is it
All right,
creamier?
my
I
love
don't know.
eat.
Go ahead, get in there.
I'm
get
sorry.
in there. Next step, garlic. And you got. Oh, he got tortilla chips. Tortilla chips. Meanwhile, I'm here just enjoying. No fajitas. I'm so disappointed. No jalapenos.
You gotta have some.
Mahi tacos. And I'm enjoying the wonderful air
Are you
of.
ready for a
That's the best diet meal you've
Alright, just slurping up some Louisville air.
Try the fries. They're really good. In the cheese sauce.
What type of that
I
is
don't know.
crispity, crunchy, seasoned, and
Hold on, I gotta have one of those. Recommended them, and I said sure.
oh, that's diabolical.
Very good.
That's delicious.
Please.
Right?
Have as much
It's
as you
like
want.
I'm saying like seasoned salt. There's something a little sweet on it too,
Yeah.
and pepper and cheesiness. Some cheesy goodness here. I'm so glad I chose this place.
So like there's good stuff in there?
All right.
I mean, I do see fish and guacamole, so hopefully the fish is actually a mahi. Oh, my turn. My turn.
Some lab.
So this is apparently some type of bee sting, something or other, with
It's
like
got honey and buffalo mixed together.
honey and buffalo mixed together.
These have a kick.
I'm the only oddball out here.
That's all right.
Mr. Non-Wing, he's like, I'm a captain, I don't need wings.
I was trying to be a little healthier.
All right.
Talk about healthier. I meal prepped, but here I am. Are you really?
It's just sitting there up in the room dying without a refrigerator, and it's just like, yeah.
It'll be there tomorrow.
It'll be there tomorrow.
It'll be tomorrow. What?
Oh my God, air out vacuum
Yeah.
It's a great device.
Crispity, crunchy, zip boom
Do you
bop.
use that?
I used to often
What's
all
that?
the time. When I was getting out of debt, I used to bring all my meals. Like going to take it for a spin real quick.
So a bunch of random cars pulled up into the Wood Street here. I'm not sure. Might be a car show. Got a couple of Stangs, an Audi.
God, tell me it's got a manual gearbox. No. Oh, man. Broke my heart. You're talking very little bit. The joy of being able to shift gears.
I think all the cars are here. We didn't know we had front row seats, but we have front row seats.
This is exciting. I love it when
You see a wedge lime, you know what's about to happen.
Okay, so I'm splitting this in half just so y'all know. My hand's good.
Salt.
I'm so excited. I haven't had a shot in a while. Alrighty.
All right.
Here's to a great crew.
Cheers.
That was good.
That's actually really good.
Yeah, it was good. I don't
We ate phenomenal wings. Now we're gonna look at some great cars. Getting ideas?
No, I just love a green car.
A green car. Okay.
That's why I love that other car.
Forget all them other things.
Is this the one? He said this is the one. Good old blue. All right, y'all. G-Force Rally on 4th Street. Got some spectacular vehicles out here. Phenomenal. And we were here. Front row seats when they pulled up. Ah, beautiful, beautiful. Someday, maybe, yes, probably. No.
Just remember, it's only a car.
It's just a car. I'd rather have a house.
Yeah. You can always rent one of those for a drive.
Yeah.
Have a good time and get back.
Exactly. Exactly. It's like I still need to live in a house.
Yep.
Well, I'm gonna say lick it. No, I'm gonna say somebody lick the end of the green wire.
You can put the green ones together. They're supposed to be in there like.
But you're gonna complete the circuit. You're still gonna complete the circuit.
I'll do it.
Let's see how far out your hair will go.
I'll do it.
You're grounded.
No, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Listen, I need.
I will record it, but don't do it.
I need a complete crew
I don't like that
tomorrow.
shit.
I need a complete crew tomorrow. I don't need to go to the hospital tonight.
I know we're not.
After being
No liability. Okay.
every
Devo has pertinent information about the rally.
They started here, and
They started here.
Yeah, they're gonna end in Daytona.
They're gonna end in Daytona. That's like their thing.
Yeah, the 24th to the 28th.
The 24th to the 28th.
4-day rally.
Those cars are rallying from here to Daytona Beach.
But they
And
are
then
as classy.
Same cars in July from the 27th to the 30th go from Indianapolis to Minneapolis.
Indy to Mini. Indy to Mini.
Indy to
And
Mini.
still not as fire as this. This right here. All right, y'all. It's been a great night, great crew, hotel, FaceTime, and Charlotte FC playing against Birmingham in the U.S. Open Cup for the Lamar Hunt Trophy. Let's see if we can get some points here. Tough loss against Birmingham. Birmingham, USL versus MLS, and we lost. We did get a red card, which changed the entire thing. But yeah, so hard loss in the US Open Cup for Charlotte. We just have to keep competing for the MLS Cup, which happens this weekend. Come on, Charlotte. Come on, Charlotte. All right, I'll see y'all in the morning. All right, y'all. 2 legs today. 2 hours hit in the middle of it. Let's get to work. Leave the key card. There's that the Will Rogers statue move? That's the Will Rogers statue move. Whoa, Oklahoma. Hello. Somebody's been doing donuts in the parking lot. Yes, welcome to the city of Oklahoma. also known as Oklahoma City. Not a terrible day. I just feel tired for some reason, but we had 2 legs, 2-hour sit, and everything was smooth. Funny story will be told today about Marcus Aurelius. Stay tuned for that. All right, y'all. First order of business is going to be working out, and so I'll let the camera charge while I do that, and then we'll see what the rest of the crew is up to. Well, the run was great. Had a little bits of drizzling, which was nice and refreshing. So on my way back in, I encountered the FO who was heading out to some type of brewery. So yeah, I'm gonna see what that's all about. And I don't think anybody else is getting in anything, but we'll see if anybody cares to join. Guessing Bricktown is somehow called Bricktown because of the abundance of bricks.
I believe. For one slate? Yeah. It comes with 2 about that big. So it'll be 2 of those. It's like, I think it's 5 by 5.
I am so glad I came out with them. Had a great time. Good food, good drinks. Captain covered everything. And so, as a matter of fact, we had some wonderful discussions between the 3 of us about I know it's corny maybe, but yeah, home renovations. So we were all talking about our current and potential future projects for renovating our homes, and everybody's like pulling their phones out. It's like, well, here's where I laid down some laminate flooring, and so, I was like, well, I did tile in the bathroom. It's just like, it's really cool getting because I guess all of us are down and dirty. I'll do it myself, like hashtag Thanos. I'm sorry, I totally just did that. For anybody who loves Marvel Cinematic Universe, yeah, when Thanos just like, I'll do it myself. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, so we're all kind of do-it-yourselfers, and that was a really great time. And then just talking about everything, we've got really unique and interesting perspectives on all fronts. Me being on the other side of the door, and the 2 of them being on opposite ends of the spectrum between mainline for years versus our FO, who has been mainline for 1 year, coming from PSA incidentally. So yeah, it's just really great talking shop with the guys. Good times. Story time shortly. I gotta catch up with the family and everything else, but story time about Marcus Aurelius coming up. Still, stay tuned. As the light fades from the sky, it is almost time to say goodbye. But now it is story time, because the highlight of my day happened to take place on our first leg of the day. Context for the story. I had randomly yesterday quoted Marcus Aurelius to our lead flight attendant. I can't remember the exact quote, but it was something I had actually come across the same day yesterday, and it was regarding basically saying something to the effect that all that I can do, I do, and what I cannot do, I do not concern myself with. Which I think is a phenomenal philosophy to live all of life by. And granted, from one of the great Stoics, it's a great quote. But that was yesterday. Today, I was in the back with Devo, and she made some comment, some disparaging comment about people who read Marcus Aurelius to appear intellectual. So I'm like, I may have quoted Marcus Aurelius yesterday, and today someone's randomly discussing people who may or may not quote ancient philosophers in order to appear to be intellectual. It sparked a wonderful debate on the difference between people who love philosophy for the sake of philosophy and people who have a mild interest in philosophy so that they seem smart to other people. And it seems like perhaps the only way to know the difference between the two of them is to actually have some kind of knowledge of philosophy, because the people who have an actual deep interest in philosophy will go beyond the immediate. Okay, I'll finish that story. But let me say this. So she's sitting on her jump seat facing the back. I'm sitting on my jump seat facing the front. And as I'm discussing this, I make the point. It's like, okay, well, yes, I get it that some people quote Marcus Aurelius to sound like intellectuals. There are other people who quote Marcus Aurelius because they're like, oh, he said something very interesting, and here's an interesting thing that he said. And just as I say that, dude on the last row turns around, pops off his earphones, and says, "Did someone say Marcus Aurelius?" I mean, it was like the Kool-Aid man just come busting through like, oh yeah. He's like, "Did someone say Marcus Aurelius?" She looks at me like, you say Marcus Aurelius. People just like, oh my God, Marcus Aurelius. It was hysterical. It was absolutely hysterical. So over the course of the flight, we did cue him in on what our conversation was, and he sounded off some really salient points on the subject, which echoed my own personal thoughts, which is, okay, I get it. Some people, they think that it sounds really cool to, oh yes, I'm an intellectual. I read Marcus Aurelius. He literally said, someone say Marcus Aurelius, I'm reading Meditations right now. I mean, it was as stereotyped as you could possibly be. But yeah, after it was all said and done, and we shared our different thoughts, the main takeaway that I appreciated most of all was that to some of us, philosophy is a beautiful lens to look at the world and a beautiful tool to navigate it. And to some people, it is extraordinarily superficial and a great replacement for actual personality. I think one of the funniest things that he said was, like, can you imagine what Marcus Aurelius was like in real life? He was probably a really great guy to hang out with. He could probably tell you some killer stories, had some great jokes, a really live, dynamic person. And yet when you get into Stoic philosophy, it was like, oh, well, let's be staunch and you know, just stiff and serious all the time. Well, that's not what it's about. And I think that's anything in life. If you use whatever you've discovered to replace your personality, you've lost the whole point of it. But if you use it as tools, yeah. So anyway, it was phenomenal, great conversation throughout the entire flight. But I mean, he literally, just as I said, did someone say Marcus Aurelius? It was classic. It was classic. Yeah, and for those of you who have no love for Stoic philosophers, I'm sorry, but it humored me because it was funny to me. Yes. So we do have a relatively early showtime tomorrow. It's been a great trip. Just, yeah. It's gotten me out of some funky headspace, and I'm glad that I have so far been able to continuously document the whole thing. So tomorrow we'll just whoosh, get back home and go hug my babies. All right, I'll see you in the morning. That'll do it for us. It's morning. So yeah, van time is in 15 minutes. I don't know why. Are you the kind of person who rushes out to the van the second that it's time for it to be pulling out? Or are you the type of person, I mean, whether or not vans exist in your life, obviously, but are you the last second person, or are you the I'm adequately ready well in advance type of person? Because I'm just going to kill the next 5 minutes maybe, then go down 10 minutes early. I don't know. That's me. But 5:20 van time. Let's do it.
Leave the key card.
Just like, get over here. Just like that. another trip has come to an end. And this time, actually, I recorded the whole thing. I hope you guys have a happy Memorial Day weekend, because that's what I'm going home for. And I'll try to get this out in that free time that I will be basking in. I am actually off for a whole week. The bag doesn't want to go in there. It's in there now. Yeah, I'm off for a whole week, so I should have plenty of time to get this thing out of here. And side note for all the people who just think it's cool, random celebratory screams when an aircraft lands are a little disconcerting to everyone else except for you. Yeah, somebody was really excited and screamed when we landed. Celebratory scream. It was very clearly celebratory, but freaked a few people out. So just be courteous to your neighbor, and we're gonna have a great time. Yeah, I think that's gonna be it for me. I hope you all have a fantastic weekend, like I said, and I'll be seeing you the next episode. Stay tuned. Yeah, that's about it. Benjamin out.